Jorge dos Santos Photography Center, Orlando Ribeiro's exhibition, Trás-os-Montes. Participants in the recordings. Welcome to Jorge dos Santos Photography Center. José Luís de Castro is the voice in these recordings. The sound was made by José Luís de Castro, Marta Ochoa. The School of Education of Bragança helped us with these recordings. Orlando Ribeiro's exhibition. This is a large room with 4 tall windows. The photos are on the walls to the right and left. There is a text on the wall, which is a poem by the writer Miguel Torga. The poem speaks of vines, oaks and chestnut trees. These are common in Trás-os-Montes. Orlando Ribeiro. Orlando Ribeiro was born in Lisbon in 1911. He studied history and geography in Lisbon. History is the study of people over the centuries. Geography is the study of the earth, mountains and hills, and their relationship with people. He also lived in Paris for 3 years. He was a professor at the University of Coimbra and later at the University of Lisbon. He was also a professor in Brazil and Spain. He created the Centre for Geographical Studies in Lisbon and a magazine called Finisterra. Finisterra means the furthest land in a country. There is a land called Finisterra in Galicia, Spain. Orlando Ribeiro photographed the places where he travelled. That is how he got to know Trás-os-Montes. He died in 1997. This exhibition has 17 photos from Trás-os-Montes. Orlando Ribeiro took these photos to study the geography of this region. We choose 6 photos from this room. Photo 1. Macedo de Cavaleiros Valley, 1958. This photo shows Macedo de Cavaleiros. This is the river beach of Azibo. In 1950, this place was just for agriculture. Then they built a dam. A dam is a construction that does not let the water flow. It is used to create electricity and save water. The dam filled up very quickly. That is why people did not clear the land. Wires, fences and plantations are now under water. Photo 2. Vassal's Village, 1958. This is the village of Vassal in Bragança. There is only one house in the photo. Here, Francisco Manuel Alves lived. He was known as the Abbot of Vassal. He was born and lived in Vassal. He was also a priest in Vassal. He studied Trás-os-Montes a lot. Photo 3. São Julião's Village, 1958. These houses are typical of the 1960s. People lived on the first floor. The ground floor was for the animals and for agricultural tools and machinery. Photo 4. France's Village, 1958. Here there is a shed for animals. Cattle were always close to the houses. The work in Trás-os-Montes was linked to agriculture. People worked the land and took the cattle to graze. To graze is when animals eat grass. Photo 5. Rio do Nor, House of Schist, 1958. There is a boy in front of a big wooden door. There is a thick wooden beam on top. The door has a special lock called carabelho. Carabelho is a word from Trás-os-Montes for these special locks. They were made of wood. They were used to close the animals in the shed and to protect them from other animals such as foxes or wolves. On the door there was an opening where the piece of wood entered. That way the door was closed in a safe way. Photo 6. Rio do Nor, Várzea, 1958. Flax grew on these lands. Flax is a plant that produces threads for fabric. These threads are used to make clothes. The land belonged to several people. They were divided into parcels. There is a white building in the center of the photo. It was the tax guard's house. The tax guard is a type of police who guarded the borders between Portugal and Spain. Borders are crossings from one country to another. People wanted to cross the border to Spain had to ask the guards. The other building was the primary school. These 2 houses are from the Estado Novo. The Estado Novo is the Portuguese word that means new state. It was the period of the dictatorship of António Oliveira Salazar. Dictatorship is a form of government where there is only one person in charge of everything and people cannot give their opinion. Farewell. We reached the end of another journey through Trás-os-Montes. Did you enjoy your visit to Jorge dos Santos Photography Center? You must come back and see new things. List of participants. These texts were validated by Lúcia Pereira, Marco Afonso, Miguel Cifrósio, Paulo Sá. The facilitators were Cláudia Martins and Kátia Brocco. The texts were made with the support of Academia dos Santos Mártires, Bragança, ASCUT, Socio-Cultural Association of the Disabled from Trás-os-Montes, Bragança, and FENACERCI, National Federation of Cerci. The Culture for All Bragança project, Norte 074230 FSE 000058 of the Municipality of Bragança. The project was developed by the Polytechnic Institute of Bragança.